I think all art is about mark making, and it's about that initial instinct and a need for man or women to create and to make marks. Well, Fred Williams, the famous Australian landscape painter, said that you can't consider yourself an artist until you've painted 300 pictures. So I remember when I hit the 300 mark, and I sort of thought I'd made an accomplishment in terms of, you know, what one of my childhood heroes had, you know, projected as being a worthwhile time to consider yourself an artist. Well, I've been selling my work since I was 16, which is too many years ago to say exactly how many, but I've been practicing for a good 20 years. I'm from the postmodern kind of way of working, whereby anything was sort of deemed okay to use as long as you sort of took it and turned it into your own kind of art practice. I think it's really important as a modern artist, even if you are creating abstract work, to still have that ability within yourself to create highly representational works of art, at least at one period in your creative life. If you look at artists such as Picasso, everybody knows Picasso as being the great, you know, abstract painter of our time. But if you look at his early works, you can see at the age of, you know, 16, he was producing absolutely beautiful, you know, representations of still lives and of people that were, well, not photorealistic, but he had that ability to create highly representational work. Canvas painting is painted on an object that can be taken away to different locations, whereas something like a work of graffiti on a wall is something that's sort of there for time, and it's going to go through a decomposition process and eventually be painted over or just fade away. And then I guess with modern painting, it's we're still creating, I guess, for a similar sort of need within us to make marks and to pay homage to something that we don't understand. I think that traditional art is viable for the future. I mean, it's served us for the last, you know, 40,000 years. Traditional art's significant to our modern day society, basically just by the fact that it's our storyboard of who we are as people today. And art's got that wonderful ability of being able to give a pictorial dialogue of who we are as people and, you know, where we are today. And if you look back in history, it's quite often been art movements that have created huge shifts in the way that people think about all sorts of things.
I'm thinking it's a sign that the freckles in our eyes